Hello there. We are ready to pick up where we left off with this lovely table that describes the array of shapes that we have. The next thing I need to tell you is that a ratio can be written 3 different ways. And this is very, very important because different tests, different textbooks, different professors use different notation. So you need to know that there are 3 ways to write a ratio. And those are using the word to, T-O, using a colon, which is the 2 dots, and fraction form, which is the form that we're going to use to solve the problems. So the fraction form is the one that you'll use the most with me, but the word to is the one that's used in word problems a lot, and also the colon. So I wanted to give you lots of practice looking at these different forms. And another thing that you need to know about the fraction form, it's right here, this is important also, is that in fraction form, a fraction ratio must always have a top and a bottom. There can be no mixed numbers. So nothing like 1 1/2 or 5 6/8 or anything like that. It is just a fraction. It can be improper. It can be a top-heavy fraction, but it has 2. Remember, a ratio is a comparison of 2 quantities. So it'll have a top and a bottom. And you'll see that as we go along. But I will show you the notation for all of these as we go. Okay, I want to do an example of comparing yellow circles to green triangles. Yellow circles to green triangles. So remember that a ratio is a comparison. So let me break this word problem down. And I also already see a spelling mistake. This is a dyslexia thing, and also my typing skills were not so good today, so please bear with me there. The word circles does not need that extra C. I'm sorry. You'll see other mistakes. Okay, so we're looking at a ratio because I see the word to, T-O. And when I taught all the time, I had my students to get in the habit of circling that word in a ratio problem because that's the important word. Everything pivots on this word. So to set up a ratio, the first thing you need to do is to count the number of items that fit that first description. So yellow circles, when I look up here to my table or to the array, I see that yellow circles are 2. So there are 2 yellow circles. And then you count the items that fit the description after the word to. So green triangles, there are 3 of them. And you've already got your ratio, 2 to 3. That's the ratio of yellow circles to green triangles. If you write it with a colon, it would look like this. And if you write it with the fraction, it would look like this. All of those mean the same thing. All of them are saying yellow circles to green triangles. You only need the data from the table that you're interested in or from the array at the top. If you prefer to just count them, that's fine. But you have compared the yellow circles to the green triangles. The ratio is 2 to 3. Okay, there is an assignment at the bottom. The directions say to turn to the next page in your book. Write these ratios in all 3 forms. So I have given you 10 ratio problems or statements. I want you to try to write those in all 3 forms, just like I did right there. That's exactly what the assignment is about. And then in the next video, I will go through those with you and hopefully answer questions if you have them and let you check your work. So take a while if you need it, or a few minutes, and see if you can set these problems up for me, and we'll meet back and check them.